Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I'm here with the last day of Follow a Sketch February. And this hop was started by Sandy with Scrapping Reflections. And this sketch is by Jenny G. Evans and it is for Fancy Pants. And I have this one sweet picture of my grand pup sleeping in his mama's lap under the table. And so I've got some scraps from the My Dog and Bark collection and maybe Love My Dog as well. All the dog scraps just kind of went into the same space. I'm going to put this all on a 12 by 12 cardstock of white. And I have all I'm using is scraps except for that. So this could have been a one of those baby got scraps from January. I also have this Bramble Fox Perspectives that I bought, and I'm going to use this stitch stamp that I got off of Amazon. And I'm going to bring in black soot as well as ground espresso. And I have some little embellishments, plus I have the sticker sheets for these collections. So I've got my papers, I have my embellishments, my picture, and of course this really cool sketch. So let's see how this goes. So I am just taking the strips that I have from these collections and laying them down. I'm trying to separate. There are three that are very similar in colors. One is that blue with like the crosshatch, one is that stripe, and then one is this one right here I'm placing. So the color patterns are very similar. Of course, they're from the same collection, but I wanted something to separate those, like that red, the orange, and the brown. And I got rid of the one that had clouds on it because it was really pale and I didn't think it would stand out very well on this white background. Now, is this perfect? No. Do I have some ink in places? Yup. But I'm okay with that. Is some of the paper cut a little wonky so it doesn't have like a clean line in between? Yep. And I did not space them or measure them or anything. I just wanted to make sure that the papers were on there in the general location like they are on the sketch. And then I get my stamp out and I'm stamping pretty much where they have them, except I'm one short. I have 6 on mine and there are 7 on here. But I love the way this turns out. It is a fabulous way for me, in my opinion, to have ended this fun month of sketches with Sandy. I watched her do these 2 years ago in 2021. Let me think. And it was actually what got me started thinking about creating a YouTube video or YouTube channel in the first place. And then in talking to my son and husband, they encouraged me to do it. So here I am almost 2 years later. March will be my 2-year birthday. I am super thrilled that I did. So last year I did participate, and this year I am participating obviously and loving every bit of it. And I know I'm going to do sketches all through March, but I don't care. I enjoy sketches. I love to scrapbook freehand and just kind of free-spiritedly, create. But I also enjoy using a sketch and getting ideas and trying things. Okay, so back to the layout. I considered inking this it's a frame or it was an ephemera piece from the collection. I think that this one is from Bark. But I decided not to because I don't want to really draw a ton of attention to it. And the way that I end up laying it out, it is coming right down the side on either the right and the left. And I think it stands out really well. So, excuse me. I need a big glass of water when I do these voiceovers, you all. So this other strip of paper right here is blue with dark blue puppy paws on it. And it was the perfect thing. It was one of the only big wide scraps I had other than the one I matted my picture on. So I was thrilled that I found it. And so I got that on there and put in the little frame. And I've done the stamping where I wanted to. And now I am going to add some ephemera. So there's not really any, other than some arrows and the title and then a few little splatters. There's not really anything on here. So it's pretty much up for your interpretation. And you could do it exactly like this sketch has, to where you've got a little splattering here, there, or the other. Whether it's controlled with like gemstones or Nuvo or stickles, or if you literally just tap out and do some splattering. Or you can just go cuckoo crazy. Well, I do not go cuckoo crazy. I add some of my Bramble Fox perspectives, a puppy paw, a bone, and the word rough. I held out with the other ones and decided to put them away and use them. I have a larger perspective and the other blue ones, like the darker blue, that did not match this collections at all. And so I set all that aside because I have plenty of dog layouts to do. Plus I have a bunch of Flair from the Flair Hut that has dog related. So I didn't want to overdo it on this layout because I really love the simplicity of these random 6 strips of scrap. And I think it goes to show that, your scrap paper can get you places. I mean, that's all this is 6 pieces of scrap paper and 2 pieces that are, 4 or 5 inches tall or long. So this validates my desire to keep all my scraps. So some people, it stresses them out, Sandy. Other people, it doesn't. It's a personal preference, and I'm fine with my choices. I have been throwing some things away, which I probably wouldn't have before. I do keep like branding strips and things like that, especially if they're the 12-inch ones. But I have been throwing some small little scraps away, which makes me happy. And I can say that I have gotten into the trash to dig some of them back out. Ah, bless me. Anyway. Normally only if I'm working on the layout and something comes up and I need something to like mat something small on or whatever. So even though it's not in the sketch, I added that little banner cluster up there at the top. I love how that looks. I love to stagger banners like that. And I put the orange and blue one on there at first. And then when I found the puppy paw one, I thought, this is perfect. So I added it. I think it's super cute. And I don't think it takes away from the simplicity of the rest of the layout. Now, I had this heartbeat at my feet for another layout that I did of my other dog, not my grandpuppy. And it didn't work once I was done with the layout, so I set it aside. But I felt like this was appropriate, although Blue is not on the floor by her feet. That blue underneath the dog's face is my daughter's pant leg. The dog was in her lap under the table while we were playing New Year's Eve games and fell asleep. And I promise you, we were noisy as all get out. But that sweet little puppy fell asleep, fast asleep. And so this picture is actually taken under the table. And before I cropped it, you could see the blurred out like legs because I did it in in portrait mode. And you could see like the legs of the table and everything. So bless his sweet little heart. We wore that puppy out. So I did add the word blue from this bark collection. And I'll go back with Nuvo and glue that stuff down after the fact, not on camera. And I added some little hearts from the bark collection. So that is it. And I'm going to show you all the sketch again. And later today, I will have a layout share. It will include all 28 of the sketches from Follow Sketch February, as well as other hops and things that I have participated in this month. I hope you will go and check out all the other people who have been creating with these sketches. It has been such a fun month of, different sketches and things. And you can find all the sketches as well as a lot of the people who have been following along on Scrapping Reflections on Facebook. So just go join and you can see the sketches and the layouts. And then tomorrow is going to be the 1st of March, and it will be 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, which I cannot believe is already here. So I'm really excited about that and all the people who will be hopping along with that adventure. And I hope that you all will come back and see me, because I plan on scrapbooking every single day again in the month of March. And I hope you'll join me, because I love you all being here. So have a great day and happy scrapping.